behavioral obstacles. So this is when your thought or your emotion actually then you follow through with some kind of physical action. So procrastination is a good example of this. Insecurity, the desire to avoid certain feelings, can really contribute to putting off tasks, because procrastination isn't laziness. It's not about avoiding the work in itself. It's really about avoiding the feelings that are associated with the work of succeeding or failing at it, and the different tasks required. It's about avoiding those feelings and some kind of insecurity almost all of the time. And the best way to extinguish those fears is with curiosity. Curiosity is the natural enemy of boredom, procrastination, lack of passion and desire. Wherever you can find curiosity and ignite your curiosity, you will not have problems completing tasks and, with urgency. You'll do great. Perfectionism is an excuse for never finishing a task. We feel paralyzed by it, but if we have this excuse that we wanted to make it perfect and it wasn't perfect yet, we can avoid the anxiety that comes with criticism of that task. This is about not wanting to feel vulnerable and not have your work be criticized. It's kind of tied into rejection-sensitive dysphoria. So remember with perfectionism that if something is worth doing, it's worth doing poorly. So give yourself permission to do a bad job and recognize that it's not a reflection of who you are and your value as a person. Just do the best you can with the time that you have, because done is better than perfect. It's always better than perfect. And you'll never get to perfect anyway. It's an illusion, like becoming neurotypical. Future nearsighted is another behavioral obstacle. I've talked about this a lot with setting deadlines, but atypicals tend to be oblivious of the future and underestimate how long things will take. So improving your ability to think ahead, estimate how long things take, and deliver on deadlines are critical skills for atypicals to work on. So consistent use of your calendar and those other essential tools that we talked about in Module 2 can really help with this. Next, a behavioral obstacle could be popcorn thoughts. When thoughts pop up, we want to prioritize them at the top of the list right away. Any kind of stimuli that pops up, we always want to put it at number one and bump whatever else we were doing. So get in the habit of writing down your popcorn thoughts immediately in your treatment notebook as they come up, to just kind of vent that thought and then get right back over to what you're doing. But it's okay to write it down, schedule a time for it, but it's not time to think through all the possibilities that popcorn thought represents. So try to avoid and modify that behavior. The last one is the first thing you do. So the first thing you do in the morning sets the tone for the whole day. So try to put off a negative distraction as long as possible. For instance, if I'm constantly getting distracted by mobile gaming, then I want to see how long in the day I can put off my first taste of that sweet, sweet mobile gaming candy. Or and on the flip side of that, setting myself up with positive activities in the morning too. So again, maybe I eat my frogs first and I'm sending emails or making phone calls right at the beginning of the day. Or maybe it's just something that I really enjoy, but it's also something that's good for me, like exercise. Whatever it is, set yourself up for a good day, a productive day with that first thing you do, and try to put off the distractions as long as you possibly can.